everybody.
Hey, sir.
Thanks for coming. It's good. You know, we showed a lot of toughness this weekend. Just the whole week, 4-1 on the week, 5-game week. You know, obviously a 4-game series on the weekends are just mentally challenging. And, you know, I thought we did a good job. Found a way to win. We didn't play our best baseball this weekend. But you got to give a lot of credit for them. They kept us off our, you know, offensively just out of sync and just kept us off balance. And you know, they're a really, really tough team. Typical California team. They do a bunch of different things and base running and fake breaking and bunting and stealing and they don't strike out a lot and really put the ball in play and really make you work. And so we had to fight through some stuff. We got to play a lot better, but I'm proud of the kids. You got to find ways. Great teams find ways to win these type of weekends, win series against these types of teams when you don't necessarily play your best baseball. So, you know, as much as we need to get a lot of work in and get better and get back to kind of doing the things that we've done well so up to this point this weekend, we've got to be a lot better. But I'm proud. I'm proud of the kids for finding a way. And I think after the first inning, both Joe Sheridan and the team could have just thrown in the towel and been like, today doesn't look like our day. Joe came out and gave us 3 more huge innings. And then we just kept playing the game. Obviously got some big hits, a huge home run by McCabe and a big safety squeeze from Orlando. Gave us some breathing room, and the bullpen was tremendous. I thought Litch managed, you know, didn't look as good as he has, but found a way to get outs. And then Salt comes in and gets that huge out. Billy McKay going on 3rd day in a row, came up huge. And then Hagenson getting a 2-out save, which, you know, he doesn't do a lot, but, you know, we needed it. And so he stepped up and really shut the door and was dominant. So it was a great team win. A lot of guys did some good things. Again, we got to clean up some stuff, but it was a good week, good way to finish the week.
McKay, really, the big strikeout of Newman, I thought really stood out. I mean, what works so well for him, being able to do that 3 days in a row?
Yeah, I mean, from obviously the arm angle, but I mean, this is what he's done. You know, it's 2 years in junior college. I mean, he about led the Florida junior college in innings and never started a game. Or he did start some games, but I mean, he pitched almost 80% of their games somehow, and it's just what he can do. He bounces back. He's never sore. He's just able to show up every single day, and you know, those guys are really tough to pick up. So he's able to compete, and some of those times when those guys throw from those angles, the more tired they get, the slower the ball comes, the more it moves. You know what I mean? So sometimes it actually be a help more than a deterrent, more like other guys where, you know, Jeff Hagenson throwing 3 days in a row is going to lose a bunch of velocity, and it kind of takes away what his strength is. Billy, it actually makes the ball move a little bit more, and so he's just able to do it. He's geared towards it. He's done it for the last 3 years, and you know, again, just proud of him. I know he's been frustrated that he hasn't been used more, but a huge weekend for him to come out and throw in all 3 games. It was big.
And you get some offense out of the catcher spot too. But 2 games in a row with McCabe going deep.
Yeah, I mean, good. It's who we expected him to be. You know, coming into the season, didn't have a great fall early, but again, if you're just about the process, you just show up every day and do the work and just relax, settle in. I mean, just seems more relaxed back there than he has been all year. And he's a really talented kid and did a lot for us last year. And you know, it's good to see him have some success and be able to play the game the way we know he can.
How beneficial do you think the early part of the season will be with the way the schedule shaped out? Obviously, Auburn last week and playing a tough Northridge team this weekend for 4 games. I mean, and for a group of mostly newcomers that played pretty well.
It just shows how much our program's changed too. I think is a good test of just the mental toughness and how tough we really are. And I think this group has got the makeup to be able to handle these types of situations. I think we showed it. Obviously, Auburn gave us a lot of confidence. But I think just, again, the stuff we've done in the weight room, the stuff we've done in the fall, the coaching staff just really all being, and not just the coaching staff, but the whole entire support staff just being on the same page and really just having and breeding this culture. But again, a lot of it is the older guys, you know, that have really set the tone and really kind of changed the way, you know, the trajectory of the program in terms of just the toughness. And so we get challenged big time by 2 huge weekends. And I thought we answered the bell in terms of, you know, obviously what we did at Auburn was tremendous. We played unbelievable baseball. And today, you know, this whole week, we didn't play the best, but we were able to find ways to win. And that's what tough teams are able to do. So when you look back at teams that are in the regionals, super regionals, and the College World Series, like, you got to find ways to win when you don't play your best. And,
Who are the older guys? Which a couple older guys been leading
Yeah.
the way. Who have you seen really step up this offseason?
well, obviously Dalton is on the offensive side is a true leader, but obviously Jeffrey is just a tone setter. Jordan Rathbone's been just great at just getting after it and just showing up every day and working. And McCabe, I mean, the same thing. Those guys just really care a lot. They work hard in the weight room, and so they've been a great job offensively. And then on the mound, I mean, obviously Saltonstall and Helzel and Hakinson. I mean, and Joe Sheridan. I mean, all these guys are workers. People have seen how much work Joe has put in to get back to being able to pitch. And so, but again, it's just the pitching has always been really tough. I mean, there's been the culture on the pitching staff since we got here. Just you look back at the Robbie Howells and the Juan Pimentels and the Bryce Tuckers and Eric Heppels. Those guys really set the tone for the pitchers. But offensively, we've really come a long way in toughness. And again, it's a huge testament to the support staff and the staff in general, but a huge testament to our players. Just kind of wanting to be different and wanting to show that they can match what the pitchers were doing. So those guys have done a tremendous job of being. I mean, even the young guys. I mean, Matt Archer is just an absolute phenomenal player, worker. Pablo is, he came in as a freshman in the fall and just not really leading, but just like pushing guys. Like he'd get done running in a tough running thing, and some guys are like, laid out, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we just did that, I'm finished. And he's turning around and going and getting more guys and running with them and trying to push them. And that was just kind of how it all did. I mean, again, these are kids that chose to play for me and play for this culture, and they wanted to build this. And so from day one, all the new players, like, have just been, these young guys have been tremendous and just caring and wanting to be great, wanting to take this program to the next level. So as much as we've done, there's been a great synergy in our staff that has grown and has been the best it's ever been, but you really got to give a lot of credit to the players for just believing and wanting and following each other and really buying in.
What do you say about Pablo taking that work ethic and what he shows to the field? Three hits today.
Yeah. I mean, he's just a super athletic kid, man, that just loves to be on the field, loves to play, and loves to be in the moment. And he's going to be so good, and there's, you got to be careful how much you harness him. You got to let him play and let him do his thing and let him fail a little bit and learn. But, man, you can just see how athletic he is and see how talented he is. He's going to keep growing and keep getting better. I mean, as good as he is right now, there's so much more left in him that it's going to be fun to watch him the next couple of years.
You want to be aggressive on the base pass. There's a lot of outs at third base today, a couple at home. Just your thoughts about, is it being too over-aggressive, or do you think it was still worth it?
A little bit of both. I mean, we pride ourselves on being aggressive. That's part of our MO, and that's part of the culture of a program. And so you don't want to harness it too much, I thought, for the most part, they were all good decisions, and guys just trying to play the game hard and trying to take the extra 90 feet. You bust their butt out of the box, and you get thrown out. I mean, the guy made a perfect throw on the triple for Jeffrey. Two throws, they hit a guy in the chest, and the guy throws the ball 6 inches off the ground on the bag. If it's a chest-high throw, a knee-high throw, he's probably safe. But you got to give credit to those guys. You got to make them make perfect throws, and so those types of situations, I can live with all day long. Again, it's unfortunate that we got thrown out a lot today, but we're going to continue to be aggressive and continue to play our game.
Joe didn't have his best stuff today, but he was able to at least get you 4 innings until you could bring Litch and then kind of the bridge, the bullpen until you get to Hakinson.
Yeah, it was huge. I mean, again, after the first inning, I think very easily he and the team could have given up, and he could have been like, today's not my day, I don't feel good, but got to be able to grind. It started getting better and getting more comfortable, and was able to get through those 4 innings and 2 times through the lineup. And I thought it was a true sign of maturity and a true sign of toughness when you're able to, again, we talk so much about, just get out of the game with giving up 4 runs. You can't do anything about that. Let's go and just plow forward. And I think the best, they always talk about, when you don't have your best stuff, the best find ways to keep their team and give their team a chance to win. And so that's, an immature or selfish player goes out there in the second inning oh my gosh, I can't believe I gave up 4 runs, and 4 runs turns into 7 runs, and then you're going to put yourself in a real bad situation. But he's a competitor and a mature guy and has seen it and understands it and goes out there and does his job and finds a way to save 3 innings for us and give us a chance. Our offense came back, and then bullpen did the rest. So.
Second weekend, by the way, you played the 4 games.
Yeah.
You talked about how this helps you from a scheduling standpoint, not having to play midweeks later in the year. Is this something you might try to explore more down the road in the year? Because it seems like you were able to find out a lot about your team playing these games, and especially with your arms.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, especially early on when you're trying to learn some guys and see where they're at, especially on the mound. Even against Siena, we got to start a bunch of different guys, give some guys some different opportunities. So it definitely, they're tough, they're mentally challenging, but it kind of shows you where you're at mentally and gives you a chance. And then you can kind of back off as you get later to the year and kind of refresh. And when the season really starts to become a grind and it starts to get hotter and all that kind of stuff, you've got some more days of rest and more off days or whatnot. So hopefully it sets us up pretty good. We'll see how it goes. It seems great right now, but long way to go. A lot more things we got to accomplish and try to get done. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you coming.
Thanks, Coach.